You know, the tragedy that happened in July kind of changed how we saw the world for quite a while here in Lafayette. But I want to say that within a few hours, many of you may know, I was out of state when this happened. I got back in Lafayette about 5:30 the next morning, about 10 hours after the incident. And I would say by 10 o'clock that morning, I had a phone call from the owner of this theater. Obviously very emotional and upset, and he almost instantly said, we're going to do something as a gift to Lafayette. And he's done a lot. He's done a lot with this theater, but I want you to know that he also kept every one of the employees employed. And I think that's awesome. And I also want you to know that Stephen Baja, who is one of the police officers that was, I guess, maybe sort of in charge of this whole operation, told me that one group that was some of the first responders that you don't think of as first responders were the employees of this theater. And so when you see them tonight, thank them for what they have done, and be sure to be sure to thank them. It's really, to hear them talk about it. And another thing, let's say this real quick. Let's give a really good round of applause to the first responders who do respond for anything. One of the things that was very gratifying to me was to have people in the national media come up to me and say, I just got to tell y'all, this community, tell you Mr. Durrell, this community has responded unlike any place we've ever been. What is so different about this place? They talked about the people's response, they talked about our chief's response. Chief, thank you. You have represented us tremendously. Thank you so much. They said he was professional, he had just the right amount of emotion, he was sincere, and I know you did a great job for us. But you did. You know, one of the things I've kind of learned in 12 years, that as the leader of a community, you really mostly are just a reflection of your community. That's difficult. We have a very diverse community. But I will tell you, I was most proud of the people of Lafayette and of Acadiana. Y'all were just awesome. I had a lady with one of the news stations from outside of the country. When she asked me, you know, she told me I hadn't seen her before, but I saw her on the Sunday night. And she said, you know, I said, I haven't seen you. I said, have you been here? You just stayed here or what? She said, no, I've been here since Thursday, but my job is to get into coffee shops and restaurants and just talk to the man on the street. And that's what she said. What is different about this place? She said, instead of seeing anger and bitterness, what I have seen is people hugging each other and saying, what can we do to help? You know, that was a pretty neat reflection of this community. So thank you for all of your reactions and your responses. I'd also like to just ask, because there's a lot of elected officials here tonight, to just raise your hand and be recognized for being here. And Chad, Senator Vitter. Senator Vitter was the first phone call I got. It was the first phone call I got saying, what can we do to help? So, you know, to all the elected officials and all the first responders, thank you very much. And I think probably most of y'all did not come here for speeches. You probably came here to watch a good movie, eat some popcorn, or in my case, Milk Duds.
1, 2, 3.